I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be sharing my 6-month essentials. I get asked all the time for recommendations on products for sleep and for weaning and all different things around this stage. So I thought I'd just compile all my favourite products, or kind of essential must-haves, into one video. But some of these products I've been using since Jensen was a newborn from day one, and some of their stuff I think I even use with Jasper now, who's 2, almost 3. So it's not just limited to 6 months, but it's kind of more geared around that age group. Okay, so the first one is a sleepy head. We love it. We used it from day one right up until, well, about a week ago. And that's only because he was sick through it and I didn't dry it in time for bedtime. Plus, he'd kind of outgrown it because he's such a big boy. We just put him straight into his big boy cot. He has been fine without it so far, but I am considering getting the bigger one because it comes in 2 sizes. But it just makes them feel so cocooned and as if they're being cuddled, so it's really good if you want to avoid that whole thing when you put your baby down and they go like this, because, you know, they can feel the space around them. The next thing is a sleep bag. It just looks like a sleeping bag, but it poppers up around their arms, so you don't have to worry about them kicking off a blanket, or even if they pull it over their face. It's safer, it keeps them nice and warm, and it means that they can kind of roll over and still be nice and secure. You can get different togs, have ones for winter, ones for summer, and yeah, Jensen's always slept in one. Next up is a bedside crib. We didn't have this with Jasper, but it has been a lifesaver with Jensen. It's basically a bed that goes next to your bed. So it's perfect. Your baby is right there. Not only can they hear you, they can smell you. It's really good for bonding. It's really good for night feeds, especially in the early days, if you don't want to have to get out of bed and go over to their crib, where it has a zip down side. You don't even have to sit up. You can literally zip them down and kind of scoop them onto your bed. And that's perfect if you've had a C-section. I didn't have one, so I was happy to kind of just sit up and lift him out. And the one that I've got as well is a 3-in-1, so you can take off the top and have it as a bassinet on its own, or you can have it as a standalone crib, which is what we've got it as now because it was here. We had a few problems with moisture in our room, so we had to get rid of the mattress, and yeah, we just thought it's time to put him in his room now that he's 7.5 months. Anyway, okay, my next thing is mittens. Not even mittens, sleep suits with built-in mittens, because he just pulls mittens off. If all of his sleep suits that have the built-in mittens are in the wash, then I just put socks on his hands because you can pull them like right down to his elbows and he never gets those off. He used to be such a scratcher, and just out of habit now, I still put them on his hands because even though it doesn't seem like he looks like he's gonna scratch, I think he might just do it the one day that I don't put them on. Next up for sleep as well, I'm aware these are all kind of sleep ones at the moment, blackout blinds. We got some really lovely blackout blinds made for us, white Roman blinds, and they block out all of the sun, so it's perfect for daytime naps, and they're just at night time kind of blocking out street lights and car lights and stuff like that. My next one, muslin squares. I have one with me all of the time. I never use them at all with Jasper, but now I use them for everything, to cover up when you're breastfeeding, to wipe up their milk, to wipe up their sick, to wipe up any food mess if you haven't got any wipes. You can use it to lay them on like a changing mat. You can use it as a sunshade, yeah, as a comforter, as a swaddle. So many ones. I've got a few favourites that are really, really soft. I really like, I think it's pronounced Lilujo, and the Little Unicorn. I think that's what it's called, but I'm going to link everything that I mentioned below so you can go and find either the same one or similar. Okay, next up, white noise. Doesn't matter what one. We've tried You and the Dream Sheep, which is brilliant. It's got 4 little legs, like a sheep does, and each one plays a different, there's like a lullaby, I think a hairdryer, a heartbeat, and something else. We've also had a turtle one. At the moment, we're using a Fisher-Price one, and I literally just put on the white noise. It just sounds like static on a TV and projects these stars on the ceiling, and he loves it, but it helps to drown out any kind of background noise, like us talking, banging cupboards and stuff like that. What else? Dummies. I never thought I'd put this in an essentials thing, especially at 6 months. I was always one of those mums that I will never give my child a dummy. No, it's really bad for them. They look horrible, they're unhygienic. And then when Jasper wasn't sleeping well, I tried him with one and he wouldn't take it, so I kind of shot myself in the foot there. But with Jensen, he doesn't depend on it at all. Sometimes he goes to bed without it, has naps without it. He's absolutely fine if I take it out. He's not dependent on it, but sometimes if he's just a bit grumpy, he doesn't want milk, he doesn't want food, he doesn't want cuddles, he doesn't want his nappy changed. That's just a solution. So that is an essential of mine. I'm not saying it is an essential at 6 months, but for me. Okay, the next thing is Jensen's baby bath. So when he was tiny, he had this lay flat one, and it was really good. It was like a kind of sun lounger. It was brilliant because I could lay him in it and kind of take his clothes off rather than laying him on the bathroom floor. But as soon as he reached about 6 months, he was trying to sit up and roll over, and I just thought, I can just guarantee that I'll turn around to grab something and he'll roll straight off. So I got him this really cool 360 swivel one. He can sit up in it. It's got the little ball that rolls, and he loves it. He loves that he can actually splash his hands. He can sit up like his brothers, and yeah, it's brilliant. It's from Amazon, and is the best thing. It just makes bath time so much easier. It saves my back as well, which, you know, motherhood does wonders to your back. Okay, this thing, I don't actually know what it's called. I want to say pacifier, food pacifier. Basically, we had one with Jasper, but it was mesh, and you put bits of fruit in it, and it's so that they can suck on it, get the juice out, get the kind of goodness out, but they don't choke on any seeds or, you know, just any of the big bits, like the white bits of the orange. But when I was looking, I saw this one and I thought it would be really good for his teeth because it's rubber and he loves it. So I put grapes in, sometimes frozen, which is great when his teeth are hurting. And he really bites down on it and he's getting all the goodness out of the grapes. He's not getting the skin through, and it's soothing his gums. So yeah, that one is absolutely brilliant and he can do it himself and he goes a bit crazy with it. Next up, perfect prep machine. Didn't have it with Jasper. I don't know why, because we could have really done with it. We love it now. I did think that it actually made the bottle for you, like you didn't have to do the formula. So when I found out it just does the water, I was a bit like, oh, that's not actually as amazing. But it is. It saves you having to boil the kettle, cool down the water, try and get the temperature right. You literally set the dial to the amount of ounces that you want, press the button, it puts in a shot of hot water, enough for that kind of amount of formula. You put the scoops in, press the button again, it tops it up with the right amount of cold water, give it a shake, and yeah, you're set to go. Perfect bottle in like under a minute, I think. It doesn't take long at all. It is wonderful. The next thing is a steriliser. We've got the Tommy Tippy one. It fits, I think, 7 bottles in. You literally wash them with warm soapy water, rinse them off, and then put them in the steriliser, press the button, and you're done. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It makes cleaning your bottles so easy. You can put dummies in there. It's just an easier way than kind of boiling the kettle and faffing about. It's just all contained and looks quite nice as well. Next up, food pouches. With Jasper, I was all about kind of making my own purees, and even with Jensen actually, I was like, I'm gonna make my own. But we have found some brands that we absolutely love. They're organic, they're delicious, they're nutritious, and yeah, I know exactly what's in them. Ella's Kitchen, Babies, and Piccolo. Those are my top 3 baby pouches. We always use them. And after a while, I was like, oh, I haven't actually made him anything for a while. And then I just thought, but that's fine. It's not like I'm giving him these like meals with additives and stuff in. It's pure goodness. Easy just to pop in your bag. Jasper loves them as snacks as well. So handy. And Jensen has started holding them as well and like feeding himself, which is wonderful. Right, another thing for weaning, spoons that change colour when the spoon is too hot. I've got these Munchkin ones and the ends of them go white if the food is too hot. So you know, rather than having to like test it with your lip or your tongue or having your child burn themselves. And your favourite one, a jumperoo. Any kind of activity station, but we love our Fisher-Price jumperoo. It's really good for this kind of, well, everything. It's good for your strength of your legs. You do lots of jumping in it, don't you? It grows with them. You know, it's good for his hand-eye coordination, his dexterity, absolutely everything. It keeps him busy while I try and cook. And it wears them out. It wears them out for sleep as well, which is always a plus. Okay, the next one, I'm going to call hanging toys, but I feel like that's not the right thing. The little toys that have the clasp that you can attach to anything. So they normally come with like an activity gym, but you can take them off, you can attach them to their cot, to their pushchair, to the car seat. They're just so handy, they're portable toys, and if they're attached, it means that you can't lose them. You can't drop them, they won't get dirty. They're wonderful. And another firm favourite, which I have in every room of the house, always in my changing bag, in the car as well, a Quaint hand sanitizer. It's absolutely brilliant. It's completely safe to drink. It's like 100% safe to drink, but it kills 99.9% of bacteria. I don't know how they do it. It's some kind of magic, some kind of witchcraft. Yeah, it's brilliant. You can spray it on their dummies, on their high chairs, on their toys, on their hands. Just smells like water, looks like water, feels like water. Maybe it is just water, maybe it's a trick, but yeah, a Quaint. It is absolutely brilliant. Next up, handheld Hoover, especially when you start weaning. It's so handy. We have the Dyson cordless vacuum, and I like putting the little handle on it. It's quickly whiz around the bottom of the high chair so you don't get ants in, especially now the weather's getting nice. And especially because you've got a big brother who likes to spill things. So yeah, it's really handy just to kind of get isolated messes. This one is for kids with sensitive skin, Aveeno. We use this from newborn with Jensen. Jasper still uses it now, we're almost 3 years old. It is brilliant. It's the one thing that kind of saved Jasper's eczema, and it keeps yours at bay. We've got the bath wash, we've got the normal kind of body cream, and yeah, it's wonderful. You can apply it as much or as little as required. It's fantastic. Something else as well, if your child has sensitive skin, or not, if you just want them to be in something that feels a little bit more luxurious than normal clothing, it's organic baby grows. When Jensen was first born, we were sent this really cute outfit from Baby Maury, and it was organic and super soft, literally the softest thing ever. I kept that outfit in his memory box because I loved it so much. I put him in it every single day when he grew out of it. I was so sad. And then his skin started to get bad, so I'm pretty sure that was like keeping it nice and soft. And we've just gotten some bigger stuff now because I absolutely love it. It's so soft and stylish, and they have these zip-up sleep suits that are really easy to put your baby into. So yeah, that is a favourite brand of ours at the moment. Also, if your child is starting to sit up at this stage, don't waste money going out and buying, you know, like a big ring or a new pillow or anything for them. If you have still got your breastfeeding pillow, just use that. I used mine from when I was pregnant for support, when I was breastfeeding for support, and now it supports him whether he's laid down having his bottle or he's sat up playing with his toys. It's just a nice cushion, and it means that you get more for your money. I don't know what they're called, but a comforter with a head. He loves them. They really help him to go to sleep because he can hold onto the animal head and it's a bit more exciting. And then he kind of like lays the rest over his face. I'm always nearby, so he's not going to suffocate, but yeah, it's just a nice way to kind of him to keep hold of it and to be able to use the comfort from it. And lastly, snacks. I know that's a really random one. Always have snacks in your bag. We use the Kiddylicious wafers because they kind of melt in their mouth like skips, but they're not unhealthy like skips. Yeah, they're just really easy for them to hold on to. They look like cuttlefish. Have little kind of storage pots with biscuits and little baby crisps and cut up fruit and stuff in, and you will never be caught short with a hangry baby. Well, those are my 6-month essentials. Like I said, they can go from newborn up until 3, maybe even beyond, but that's what we're loving and needing at the moment. I hope you liked this video. Please do give it a big fat thumbs up if you did. I hit 10k subscribers today, so thank you very much to those of you who are subscribed. If you're not already, then please do, because you know, I still want to grow, and I need to set a new milestone now. Yeah, thank you for watching. Comment below, let me know your 6-month essentials. Also, if I can just add these in, you will also need a super mum jumper, because sometimes you need reminding that you are a super mum when you are being puked on and having your hair pulled and having a day like I've had today. You'll also need an amazing tribe of mamas around you that you can just vent to, cry to, and just kind of have support from, like you give them support. Chocolate and possibly wine, and a bubble bath, and really good skincare. That's something as well. Really good skincare, really good concealer. Yeah, I might do a separate video on this, like mum essentials for having a 6-month-old baby. Thanks for watching, bye!